Welcome in, everyone. Welcome to a late night stream brought to you today by the cold, refreshing drink of Pepsi. Sold at your local grocer, your local supermarket. Get a Pepsi now. All right, everyone. Yeah, hey, Ernesto. Working on homework? Good, man. Good stuff. Yeah, so my streaming schedule's whack this week. It's whack. This isn't a daily tech news. I'm not going to be able to do the daily tech news today. I'm going to try and get to it tomorrow. I have some exciting news about daily tech news. There's the Enlightened Programming website that's going to go along with it. I'm going to show that off. Hopefully I get that done tomorrow. I have work I got to do. I'm behind on everything. I'm behind on everything, boys. All right, so today I just thought I'd come on for a little bit and work on the game. We'll work on this boy. We'll work on this bad boy. All right. Yeah, Ernesto, yeah. Uh-oh, Andrew will not be happy for with you stealing half his traffic. Ha. Ha. I am but a mere drop in the bucket that is the ocean of his traffic. Just a mere drop by streaming at the same. Yeah, because that's my goal. My goal is to take everyone's traffic away. Bro, no one has to worry about my traffic. I currently have on Twitch alone, I have 3 viewers. And then on YouTube, I have 3 viewers. On X, I'm pretty sure no one's watching. I'm pretty sure people just pop on X and then they just they're like, who the hell is this guy? And then they leave. And in the meantime, my wife tonight was like, oh, I'm sure if you stream, you're going to get like 100 subs. Someone's going to drop 100 subs. I'm like, yeah, okay, sure. Sure, someone's dropping 100 subs tonight. Yeah, I've got 6 people here, max. Okay, specious. All right, don't blow smoke up my butt, all right? Okay, folks. So there's some cleanup items that we got to do to finish the victory conditions on the stupid game. So figured I'd hop on and just chat with you guys, and hopefully you guys are having a good Tuesday and having fun and enjoying yourselves. Yeah. Oh no! Now that I see you're gonna code, I'll have to drop and reduce for son of a bitch. I shouldn't have been son of a bitch. I just lost a viewer because my code. You know what? My code has scared off many a people. It shouldn't surprise me. It shouldn't surprise me at this point. You go do what you gotta do, Specious. Thanks for popping in though. I do appreciate it. All right. So yeah, I hope you guys are having a good Tuesday. Whoever's here. We're gonna work on a few things. We've got this UI for the battle. When we do the battle, we win the battle, and hopefully that means that we can do things like transfer cargo and stuff, which we kind of have. We sorted that out. The next thing we need to do is we have to remove the microplastics from the ocean, and then move on from there. Ernesto, okay, so Ernesto is literally 3 people of all my total viewer count. Ernesto is on YouTube, he's on X, and he's on Twitch, which means that the 6 count is now down to 3. I literally have 3 people watching me, and Specious is gone, so now I'm down to 2. What's up, Taz? Thanks, Taz brought it up to 3. Thanks, Taz. How you doing, Taz? Good to see you. You have a great week, Specious. I'll see you tomorrow for the Daily Tech News. Yeah. So that. Thanks, Taz. You single-handedly saved me from being under 3. Juniors can't handle real quality code. That's right. That's right, Taz. That's why everyone leaves. I'm so above everyone else in terms of code. Okay, I have to remove enemy ship from enemy fleet, so I gotta look at that. Ernesto just to drop in LOLs on all the different platforms. Ernesto, go back to doing your homework, okay? Stop skewing my viewer count. But I appreciate it too. Uh, okay, do I have a function to remove a ship from a fleet? Let's see. In fleet ID? No. Oh, I remember this now. All right, now it's all coming back to me. I massively overcomplicated this code. I remember now. I added a whole bunch of lookup stuff in the structs, and I shouldn't have done that. That was bad. That was really bad. There are much better ways to do this, but alas, high school dropout, room temperature IQ Spiro here had to do it the hard way. Shut up, Ernesto. Shut it. Shut it. Yeah, and Twitch, the trifecta has been gathered. Twitch, X, and YouTube have now been taken over by Ernesto/Frozen. Fantastic. All right, let me see here. Remove captain from fleet ship. No, assign captain fleet ship. No, it's not here. Hey, Laughley. Hey, Laughley. First of all, good to see you. And second of all, you suck. You suck, Laughley. You suck. I don't think I have a function to remove a ship from a fleet. Is ship ID in fleet? No, that's not it. How you doing, Laughley? Listen, folks. I'm going to tell you a little story. All right. There's this one time. I'll tell you a story. There was this one time while I go look for a function to remove ships from fleets. There was one time I was at work. This was a long time ago. This was like years ago. I was working at this place. I'm not going to say where. But the CTO of the company thought himself a god among mortals because he had previously created a company and sold it for a handsome sum. He was well off. He started this new company, and I won't say what kind of company he started previously and what it was. I don't want to give out details here. I don't have a function. Damn it! I can't. I have to create a function to remove a ship from a fleet. How would I even do that? So, what's up, Alpha Beta? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. So this CTO slash CEO. Hey, Laughley, you suck. You suck, Laughley. You suck. All right? And I'm going to tell you every single day, ne'er a day shall pass, or you will not hear me tell you that you suck. Or but you suck. All right. So the CTO was like, well, I created this add fleet ship to fleet. Remove fleet ship. Hey, I do have a function. But it's this guy. What's up, Mist? Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. So the CTO, he was well off. He's like, clearly, oh, I already had it right here. Duh, I should have looked at my own notes. He's like, well, since I sold this other company for a hefty sum, that means that I must have done something right with my code base in the past. It means that my code in the past, because he coded the company, like he was the only person, like he was the sole founder. He coded everything himself. It's like the way I coded in the past must mean that I coded it correctly because of the large amounts of money that I made from this previous company. And have to admit something, all right? No, you suck, you stupid Ezekiel. No, you suck, you stupid fish and chips man. Go suck on fish and chip. I got nothing. It's late and I'm tired, all right, Laughley? All right? You have me. You have me on the ropes right now. I have to admit that his views on where's my fleet ship ID? What is the ID here? His views on coding were, at the time, I was young and stupid. I thought that his views on coding were really bad. Why? Two things primarily. One, where is it? Choose enemy fleet ship to assign. Okay. One, he did not like using GitHub. He didn't actually like using version control at all. He didn't believe in version control. No version control. None. Not even once. Don't do version control. Not even once. He vehemently opposed version control. And for myself and the team, such as it was at the time, were like, what on earth? How does this bro live without version control? And he had a whole bunch of files, kind of like what you're seeing on screen on the left-hand side there, right? He does, like a whole bunch of different files. And we're like, what the heck? How on earth does he do it? And then the second thing that he did, argumentum ad crumentum money fallacy. Yeah, argumentum ad moneyum. Yeah. The fallacy moneyum argumentum. We'll just make up Latin terms for everything and then we'll just stick with them. Whatever sticks. The second thing he did is he uploaded directly to the production server manually, all files. So he just open up an FTP app, and he just pop files right onto the server. Just pop them right in. No problem. No deploy process. Just PHP files all the way up. This is my ship ID. When I do the ship ID, okay, I grab the ship ID out of this function. I get the chosen enemy ship. There's my enemy ship ID. I need to see if it's the fleet ship ID or enemy fleet ships. It might be. I don't know. What is the enemy? What's the fleet ship ID? Storage fleet ship IDs, which would be all of these. I'm not sure if this is right. I've actually confused my own. I have confused my own code by referencing IDs. I don't even know what ship IDs is. Fleet ship ID. What are ship IDs then? Where's ship IDs coming from? Oh man. Oh, it's coming out of here. Oh, I see. Got it. All right. Okay, I think got this. Cashlickus, biggest walletus. Yeah. So this is going to cause me a problem. If I have an index, if I have an indices lookup, it's not going to be really, it's not going to be the same thing as doing this. So I'm going to have to tackle this. Let me look at the enemy fleet here if I can. All right, so he would pop files directly onto prod, and he did not believe in version control. Let me tell you, myself and cannot read properties of undefined reading 1. What the hell is your problem? And myself and my team did not like it. We had lots of problems with that entire like premise. Like it was not good. It was very confusing. We often stepped on each other's work. We couldn't understand this guy. Now, as I have grown older, I realize the wisdom of his ways. And I gave him a very hard time. I kind of shit-talked the guy. I'm going to be honest. I kind of shit-talked him. I'm like, Who the hell does this guy think he is? He thinks he made a whole bunch of money, and so he can just come in and tell us that we shouldn't use version control and that we can pop right to prod. He's insane. Yeah, he was older. Yeah, much older. Yeah, family and everything. And I thought it was just the stupidest thing. Like, we should be using version control. We have like at least we have. I'm not going to say how many people we had. We had more than two. Let me put it that way. And it was a massive website with a lot of damn traffic and a lot of different moving parts and a lot of different features. And in fairness, it was annoying when we had two people working on the same overlapping files, but two different features. And we had to pop those onto prod. That was annoying. Yet, now looking back, when I look back on that and I look at where we are in the industry today, he had a fucking point. Yeah, he did. He had a point. The guy was right. Git complicates everything. It because once you open the door to Git, it's like opening the door to React. Once you open that door, you open the door to demons. They flood out because now you have to have a deployment process, and now you have to have a build pipeline. Now you can't deploy directly to prod, right? You can't do that. So now you have to have like an entire pipeline, and everything takes longer now. And then that pipeline has to have a development version. So you don't just have a prod pipeline, you now have a local development pipeline, right? And so every time you make a change, you have to do a local build, right? And so now you're just adding time and cycles to everything. I wish I listened to him. If you're out there and you're watching this, he's never watching this. There's no way. There's just no way he's watching this. There's zero shot he's watching this. But if you're out there and you're watching this, I apologize to you because you were a wise man. You were, and I didn't know it at the time, and I feel terrible. All right. What's up, Lem? Good to see you. Spiro's on his Git is bloat crusade. That's right, Lem. I am on my Git is bloat crusade. What's up, Lightspeed? Good to see you. My dad has been writing bank software for 30 years, and he fought off version control the whole time. They still deploy direct from dev to prod. Good for him, Lightspeed. Good for him. The deploy shit isn't Git, it's GitHub. Oh, yeah, Laughably. No. Git, Laughably. Listen. Did you hear me? It opens the door. It opens the door. That's what it... Look, my issue isn't with the thing itself in a vacuum. Git in and of itself in a vacuum. It's fine. So you could even make the same case about many different paradigms in tech. In a vacuum, these things are like, some of them are fine. They might be like, you might think they're stupid, maybe even rightfully so, but they're fine. But it opens that door because as soon as you start with Git, then your brain goes, oh, well, I mean, everyone else who uses Git uses it this way. And then you have to import a bunch of different things, right? Specious on YouTube, maintaining your own Git infra, security patches with downtime, blah, blah, blah. I hate running GitLab. Yeah. Miss says, I love Git. The issue is that most people only understand the surface level and end up creating messes. Yes. And again, it goes back to the argument that I make here all the time, does it not? Which is these obfuscations and these abstractions and these layers over top of layers have gone too far. And it negates or even it decrements their usefulness. Laughably on Twitch says, if you're disciplined, you can avoid all that. Yeah, most people are not disciplined. That's what I have come to discover in my old age, in the ripe old age of 41. Lightspeed on Twitch says, promote feature to hotfix, rebase hotfix, pull master to merge, rebase hotfix onto merge with master, vs SSH file to server. Yeah. Open up, Lightspeed, let me add to that. Open up book to satanic demonic entities, run incantation, light candles, look towards the east and then turn to the north, Click your heels 3 times and then maybe it'll work. Taz on Twitch says, I agree. It can become nuts. However, with my clients, I've successfully convinced them to use Git, but not all the CI CD. That's good. Yeah, you have to keep it in check. Elaphalise asks if it's a slippery slope. Yeah, it is a slippery slope. That's exactly what I'm saying. We've gone too far with it. Use an internal Git server, not GitHub, says Taz on Twitch. Yeah, that's much better. Yeah. Specious, all you have to do is accidentally commit a secret or a gig of images without LFS. You'll see how the bloat is by design. Right. Right. Will not bash open the door, so I shouldn't use bash. But bash does not. Okay, hang on. I gotta be. Does bash typically open the door? Do you know what I'm not saying it right. You know how like you okay, so you're going to use React, right? Or Tailwind or something. And because you're using them, you look at how everyone else uses them and you go, well, I need all that stuff too. Does bash do that? That's the problem. Right? That's the problem. Is that Git calls for you. It's like a siren call. Oh, you're using Git? Oh, well, take a nice refreshing sip of Pepsi sold at your local grocery store. And then since you already have Git, right? You already have it. You're already there. So it's just a really quick little thing. All you have to do is a little tiny workflow. Just so you could go to prod. Think about how easy it's going to be if you use Git to go to prod. Think about it. And then you're like, yeah, it seems minor, right? Specious on YouTube says, well, bad habits are fine. A commit that might break isn't bad, right? Can also roll back, right? Yeah. Yeah, good call, local. Right, Specious. Yeah. Laughly on Twitch says, it makes it very easy to automate things that have no business being automated. Yeah, that's the problem. That's what it is. It's a slippery slope argument. Yeah. The slippery slope argument is technically a fallacious argument because anything can be a slippery slope. But I have historical precedent on my side. That's the difference. If you add the slippery slope argument with the historical outcomes of the thing as it has been practiced, then you can point to the historical precedent. This is a legal thing too. In law, this is what happens. You point to a legal precedent for a court case, for something. If a judge has already decided on something, then it makes your life easier as a judge. That's why you have legal precedents, so that you don't have to, go against other judges who have already decided on difficult things for you. And so you have a law clerk, or somebody like that, or a paralegal who goes back through previous cases. It's the same thing. It's historical precedent. So I'm pointing to the historical practice and the outcomes thereof. So it's one thing to say, we're supposed to react to the slippery slope because she's so dumb. But it's another thing for me to say it's a slippery slope because look at what's happened. Look at what's happened with Git. Look at what's happened with React. Look at what's happened with these libraries and frameworks and abstractions. So yes, it's a slippery slope, and I have the legal history and the outcomes and all the daily tech news streams and all the Enlightened programming streams to prove that stuff is dank, yo. It's not fallacious if you can demonstrate it. That's right, Leffel. Yeah. So that guy was smart. Crazy how I sound the same. Shut up. Shut up, Frozen. Shut it. Okay, just shut it. Anyway, he was right and I was wrong. And yeah, I wish I didn't make fun of him as much because he had a point. He really did. Now, what on earth is going on with what did I do with the ocean battle that it's broken like this? I've broken my code and I don't even know how. Well, nothing's changed since last time. Maybe if I had Git, and a prod deployment pipeline, I'd be able to go look at the history and go figure out what the hell happened here. And instead, I have to go and look all this crap up like a dummy. Oh, wait. Oh, do I have to win first? Oh, I probably have to win first. I probably don't set that variable until I win, right? Let me see if I can go win. Watch that this guy runs away from me and he keeps taking free shots. And then I regret my decisions. Okay, I'm gonna win. All right. Victory. All right, here we go. Now. Yeah. Yeah, shit. Shit. All right. Okay. This is the question. Do I have... That's ID 7. Is that it? I guess I would have to do that. That would be ship ID. So Taz, they do use git deploy. The entire thing is not a normal CI/CD. Literally a git fetch, git checkout. But dang, I roll out to 30 plus server in less than 5 seconds. Yeah, I mean, yeah, first try. That's right, Frozen. Mist, it wouldn't happen in React. Mist on YouTube has a point. If I had done this in React, if I had done this game in React, I'd be done by now. This game would be done. You guys would all be playing the game. You'd all be paying for ads on the game. You'd be paying for a never-ending cycle of subscriptions and advertisements. It would just never end. That's where React would have got me. But instead I'm here. And now I have to be careful because if I change this, then I'm necessarily like if I go like this, if I go ship.id, that's fine. But then up over here in choose fleet captains, I have to change the reference to the ship ID. So the ship ID would be whatever I set down here, right here. And if I do that, fleet ship ID. All right. Hopefully that does it. In order to test it, what I should be able to do is go, well, right now I can test it since I know the number. Instead of guessing, I can actually run a test right this very second. So let's go see. If I do this, the enemy fleet, shut up. Your mom's an enemy fleet ID. Freaking bird. I want to roll today. Enemy fleet. Is it just ID? Maybe? Okay. All right. And then enemy fleets. No, enemy fleet ships. It's still that because... so what does this function do? Okay, I see. So I have to look at ship IDs. Yep, that's zeroed out. Perfect. It works. All right. Okay, it works. It's just it is a little annoying. I have two different things. I have data. It zeroed out the actual WebAssembly memory data, so that's correct. What it did not do is update the JavaScript version, like the JavaScript portion of things, which is not always tied. It doesn't always map automatically to the WebAssembly data. I have to essentially like recreate the fleet. So I need to consider that in here. Let's see. Ocean battle. How would I redo? I want to redo all the... Well, do I really need to do... Yeah, I do. I need to redo all the fleets. I have to do the entire ocean battle and the fleets all over again. All right. I have to, because if I switch around to different portions of the Victory UI, then I need to know the updated set of ships in my fleet. All right, so I got to do that. So now I got to find out where I do it. And I have to go find out where I do it. Talk about imposter syndrome. I'm really feeling it right now. Wait a minute. I'm looking at this code and I'm like, how did I make it this far in life? You know what I mean? How did I make it this far in life? I don't know. It's a mystery. There's like there's some god up there who's like, this guy needs some help, bro. If we don't help him out, it's like there's no shot for him. That's the only way I can explain this. Where am I setting the damn like junk here? What am I doing? Okay, so it's I guess I'm not doing it anywhere here. So then I must be setting the fleet. Yeah. And all right. So let me go find the fleet somewhere. Well, bro, just tell me. Global game data? Oh, generate ocean battle data. Ah, that makes sense. It would make sense right here. Here, I should add a note, so if I'm looking for this again, I don't have to, got it. So it'd be, this is where we set up our ocean battle variable right there. All right. So in here, I guess what I could do is I can just run this again. When I go assign captain to wherever it is, choose your fleet captains, blah, 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 right here. Okay. So right here, I can just do this. It'll regen the ocean battle data, which is perfect. The reason why I want to do that is because if I go in here and I do some like mixture of whatever, removing fleet ships and adding them and assigning captains to them, then the updated data will show up and we are good to go. The enemy fleet ID for now is going to be whatever this ID is, 1. Remove magic number 1. Okay, that's good. And then this is also going to be a magic number, which no bueno. Remove magic number 0. Now we have to assign the captain to a ship. Let's go have a look. Assign captain fleet ship. Captain ID, fleet ship ID. All right, so this is the function we're looking for. That's our WebAssembly function, and we're going to do like this, and captain ID and fleet ship ID. So we'll go, I don't know, captain ID, and then fleet ship ID, like that. I think that should do it. And then we're going to go back to home victory screen microplastics. Nice. All right. Taz and Laughley are talking about branch control and stuff. Look, this is the only deployment. You know what? We should almost mandate it. We should mandate that we go back to a typical deployment pipeline, like an old school one, where you have to pass an assembly puzzle. Okay. You have to pass an assembly puzzle in assembly. Then you have to pick the files that are going to end up on prod, and then you have to manually drag them over. And you know what that's going to do? It's going to make people appreciate what they have and use it wiser. And then maybe we can go back to Git a little bit when people like realize how easy they have it. Because right now nobody knows how easy they have it. They're all just brain dead. Okay, that's fine. So if I assign it, okay. If I do that, then I should be, when I go back, I should have no free captains. I guess that would be my test. All right, let's see. Or I should have one free captain instead of two. Let's see. Specious, your thoughts on unit tests? Oh man, mystified going back to the FTP days. That's right, Mist, going back to the FTP days. Do you actually want to know my thoughts on unit tests? They're completely useless. That's my thoughts. It's a slippery slope argument all over again. That's why I say they're completely useless. In a vacuum, they're not actually completely useless. Right? They're not. But, oh, look at this. Okay. What happened? Anything? These are not tied to anything? Okay. What's going on? So the thing about unit tests, data ID, choose captain. All right, I got to do that. The thing about unit tests is that there's two issues with them. One, they give you a false sense of security. A unit test solves for a particular flow. And that flow is brittle because at any given point, that flow can break. So you can think of a unit test as like a test of a thing as a snapshot in time of that thing. The instant that you break that flow, say because a manager or somebody in design or there's like a new feature that comes in, all of a sudden your unit test can be broken. That's not always true, but it can be true. And so your effort to do unit tests is only as equivalent as to the amount of times you don't have to rewrite that unit test to adapt for something new. That's essentially it. If you can write unit tests that generally don't change and still encompass some overall set of things that you want to ensure stays consistent, that's great. If you are looking to do it for coverage level, so you can say like, oh, I've got like 100% coverage. Oh, I've got 100% coverage or 80% coverage, then you're doing it wrong. And that's the slippery slope again, which is once you start doing unit tests, then you go, well, how's everyone else doing unit tests? Oh, they're doing it so that they can say they got like however much percentage of their code covered with unit tests. And it gives you a completely false sense of security. There are better ways to test your code, ultimately. But if you can use unit tests appropriately, they can be useful. The problem is that very few people actually do. Figured, hence why I didn't have any. Yeah. Mist on YouTube says unit tests are great for covering your ass when upper management are looking to point fingers. I mean, yeah. If you do want to cover your ass and you think that you're being asked to do stupid things, do some unit tests. Yeah, because then it puts the onus on somebody else, or at least it helps. Not always. Sometimes you can do everything that you possibly can think of under the sun, and it still won't. You'll still get blamed for something, but it can help. So, yeah. If you think you're being asked to do idiotic things, then absolutely do some unit tests, cover your butt. Here's a pro tip. And I don't do this myself enough as much as I should. I tell people to do it and I don't do it enough. This is what I'm missing. I'm missing the input actions. Write down your accomplishments. Write them down. When it comes to getting in trouble with management or whoever, higher ups, if you have a little logbook of stuff you've done that was like challenging, difficult, saved a bunch of money, I don't know, like you saved the day, things like that, literally write it down. On July 8th, 2025, I don't know, something, right? I did this or that. Oh, getting an error at least. Okay. Add fleet ship from fleet is not a function. Add fleet ship from fleet? No, that's not right. Add fleet ship to fleet is what we want. Yeah. Yeah, so write it down, and then if something ever comes up, like you're asking for a raise, let's say, fleet ship ID, fleet ID, perfect. Yeah, if you're asking for a raise, or somebody blames you for something, you can point to the logbook, and it's way better if you have it handwritten. It's like it's got like a hefty weight when you show that puppy off. It's really, really useful if you want to cover your ass. And I should do it more, and I don't, but I have done it. It's great. Oh yeah, it works. Sweet. Sweet. We Yeah, we don't have, yeah, there's no more enemy ships. We just took it. So now if I exit, I have, I only have the one ship. Ships in Fleet 1. Taz on Twitch says, always track everything you're asked to do. If they ask me on the phone, I always say, can you send this in an email so that I don't forget? Then I have the request in writing. Yep. Track everything you're asked. Yep, that's a good one. Get it down on writing. Get it down in email. Get it in a message. Save your messages. That's another tip. If you're using Slack or Teams or something like that to communicate, save your messages. Save them somewhere off of the platform, because if you're let go like that, then you no longer have access to all those messages, and then you're like, man, I wish I had that history. You never know. So absolutely. Generate ocean battle data. Player update data. Okay, so if I do player update data, so I'm going to exit. Then I'm going to update the data. No. Yeah, no, it's still only the one ship. All right, so it did something correct, because it did actually remove the ship from the fleet. It just didn't add the ship to my fleet. That's what it didn't do. If I go, let's run it. So it was 7, and then we can just go player.fleet.id. Really? If I update the data? Oh, it does add it. Okay, so maybe it's a rendering issue then. Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be a lot nicer. It added it twice because I ran it twice. Okay, perfect. So technically the memory worked then. So maybe if I do, let me run this update data, and then add Yeah, because it was zero. It was sentineled out at first. If I do this, yep, yeah, it's a rendering issue. So let me let me figure out what that is. Yeah. All right. So something about ships and fleet. All right. So let's go look at that. Ships and fleet. I don't need to have the. Shut up. Shut it. Shut it. Here we go. Total ships and fleet. What's wrong with this? Player.fleet.total ships. I'm not incrementing that in the function on the WebAssembly side. Of course I'm not. I have to like increment that storage fleet data, fleet ID, total ships. That's got to get incremented. And then when I go and look at the ships list, let's go have a look at this one. Then the fleet ships is what? What is this? Fleet ships. And there's two. Okay, so that's it. It's just surrender. Damn, man, I'm good. Taz. Yeah, I put in my 2-week notice, then left for a week vacation to burn up some paid time off. It disabled my email before I even returned from vacation. Yeah, I still had 1 week of work to do too. I did nothing that last week. I couldn't access anything. Yeah. Thought I would at least have time to archive some of my old work email. Yeah. Yeah, when they let you go, they let you go, man. Yeah, so you gotta think ahead and go. If they let me go today, you know, what would I do, right? Okay, let's take out this guy, and then we'll put Randy on this ship. Now, I shouldn't have two available captains. That shouldn't be a thing that's showing up, but this showing is 0. That's good. And if I exit now and then I do this, crap. Oh, you know what? I didn't compile it. Of course. Of course. I did not compile it. That makes all the difference, doesn't it? Hey, YHA Yaha? Yeah? On YouTube? Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. I'm just testing something. While I'll talk about it while I'm testing here, and then I'll show you. Yeah, I'm making a game based on an old video game. Yeah, there you go. Specious just dropped it. It's my favorite game of all time. Uncharted Waters, New Horizons for the Super Nintendo. The count is still off, but hey. It's this guy right here. And I'm building it in the browser. So I'm using a single file, single header C file. Just one file, all the game state, numbers in, numbers out. That's it on the C file. I compile it to WebAssembly. That's what I was just doing here, compiling it to WebAssembly. I embed it in an HTML file. And then I use vanilla JavaScript, vanilla HTML, and vanilla CSS. There's no third-party library, no external anything, nothing. It's just all vanilla. Everything's vanilla. There's no canvas, WebGPU, WebGL. There's no hardware acceleration. I set the flag to turn that off on the browser. Yeah, so, and this is just vanilla CSS 3D. This 3D is just CSS 3D, by the way. Vanilla CSS 3D. That's it. That's all it is. Yeah. Yeah, so everything's vanilla, no third parties. Same with the C code. There's no like standard lib or anything. I do everything myself. And I just render it on a bunch of div elements. I guess I gotta pause it, otherwise it's not gonna let me And I do immediate mode, which means every frame gets re-rendered in HTML. All of this, it all gets re-rendered. So that's the game. I'm just kind of replicating the game and adding my own twist and kind of bringing it forward a bit making I'm gonna try and make it a bit more modern, some new features, my own story. I don't want to rip it off, but just kind of the general principle, right? So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm up to. So that count is off, and I am wondering why. I must have done something bad. Did I add it twice? Yeah, I use a CRT monitor. Yeah, I don't have any LSPs. Don't have any color syntax highlighting, nothing like that. I've got an old CRT. Yeah, I run it on a potato. Yeah, literally a potato. It's literally a potato just plugged into a CRT monitor. That's how I code. Everything that I code, it's all done by paper. I handwrite it, and then I feed it into a machine, and then it's literally like, and then it pops up the code here. So there you go. There you go. Yeah. Um, what am I doing wrong? Total fleet, total, total ships. Total, is it total ships? Yeah, it must be total ships here. I'm doing something here, and I'm incrementing total ships in a bad way. So right here, whatever I just did here. Oh, I know why. I know why, because I'm incrementing by the number of ships that I already have plus the new ship. Crap. Because I'm not filtering. This function doesn't filter for ships I already have. It's literally just going through all available ships and then just being like, hey, is this ship in the fleet? Oh, it is? Oh, increment. But if I already have a ship, then I'm going to be incrementing by 2, not by 1. But in this case, I just want to add 1. So I gotta figure that out. I probably just have to filter this. Punch cards. Yeah, that's right. It's punch cards. Yeah, that way I write the best performing code. But that's right, Purecoin. How you doing, Purecoin? Good to see you. Yeah, let me take a sip of my cool, refreshing beverage, Pepsi. Available for purchase at your nearest supermarket. Watch as a sip of my refreshing Pepsi, not sponsored, by the way, not sponsored. Watch as it makes me a better coder than I could ever hope to be of my own volition. Behold. I lied. Doesn't do anything. I'm still a shit coder. I lied. I lied to all of you. Deal with it. Just deal with it. Pawns, yeah. So I thought that there was not a filter. I thought the problem here is that there's no filter, but that's not actually what's going on. This breaks. I exit. As soon as I add, I see what I'm doing here. I'm looking through all the ship IDs that exist in this fleet, and I find the first empty spot. And once I find the first empty spot, I set it to the new ship ID that I've accrued from my battle. And then once I've done that, I break. So I'm either going to continue and skip over until I find an empty spot, or I'm going to break. So why is that? So, okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go console log format. We're going to see how many times. We're going to see how many times this runs. Running Pepsi increment. Okay, we're going to call it the running Pepsi increment. We're going to compile this puppy. And then we'll win this. Look, running Pepsi increment. Bam. Bam. Not sponsored. Not sponsored. Not sponsored by Pepsi. All right, let's see what's going on here. I gotta go right up to it. Oh man, don't run away. It's okay. I'm not gonna bite. I'm just gonna board your ship with my men and literally slaughter every single one of you. There we go. And then I end the turn. Okay, assign. Yep. Pick a captain, exit, and okay. So the Pepsi increment is indeed only running once. That's fantastic. It should only run once. It should. That's good. Why is it running? Why is it giving me a count of 2? How on earth? There's something else that's incrementing that thing. Brought to us by Carl's Jr. Yeah, Heb. What's up, Heb? Good to see you on the Twitch side. Hope you're doing well tonight. I heard NK has a secret Pepsi factory. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how fat Kim Jong-un is, but do they have a secret Pepsi factory? They might. They might. So I doubt then that it's this. It most likely there's something else going on where OB add fleet. What is this? Ocean battle add fleet. No, it's not this. This is the only place. Something ain't right in downtown. Something ain't right and I can't get around. If I was a better coder, I'd figure this out. But unfortunately I suck. And that's why I ain't getting 100 subs. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. Where's my find results again? Here, total ships and fleet. Am I going crazy? Total ships and fleet, player fleet total ships. No. 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 There's nothing. I must be doing something weird somewhere. I'm doing something weird somewhere. All right, so I have an idea. There's only a few things I added to the code, so let's just start by removing stuff. Man, if only I had a unit test, eh? If only I had a unit test. So first of all, let's remove player update data. Let's do that. Maybe it's in the update data. So we're going to do that. We're going to try that out. And then if it's in update data, if we like see a count of either 1 or 2, then we know it's in update data. So, which means that it won't be in the fleet update function or the ship fleet add or whatever. It's not that. Then it's got to be something with the player data. So we'll figure it out right now. We're going to go like this. We're going to take the... Oh, shut up. We're going to take this guy out. Then we're going to go pick a ship, put on a captain. Boom. We're good to go. And what's the count? The count isn't... Oh, frickin' hell. It's 3. Really? Okay, generate ocean battle data then? Like, what do you want me to, what do you, there's only two, I added only two functions. If only I had a unit test. Super Pepsi, Super Dollars, yeah. This reminds me of Apple too. Thick John Noon, yeah. Gotta run. Have a good night. Thanks, Taz. Thanks for being here on the Twitch side. I appreciate it, Taz. Have a good night, man. Thick John, Pepsi John. Okay. Stop running away. Stop running away. Stop. Oh, Jesus, annoying. I should just have an auto win button. I should just make one. I just auto win. It would make testing so much easier. And I've said this like 100 times. And do you think I've done it yet? No. No, I haven't done it yet. All right. Okay, now? Why is it 3? There is no way. Is it the increment? Is it this? Is this one line kill shotting me right now? Okay, total ships should be added because I'm adding a ship to the fleet. So am I just I must be adding it twice. Let me have a look at how am I setting total ships in the first place? You know what? Screw this. Let's just go full in. We're gonna go the naive route. We're gonna go like no, don't do that. We're gonna take the fleet, we're gonna literally set total ships to 0. That's what we're gonna do. And then we're gonna increment this thing. And then we'll see. If this works, of course it's not gonna work. Oh, right, because, yes, okay, I've got it wrong. I've got it wrong, people. Okay, just chill. I've got it wrong. But I'm gonna make this right. I'm gonna make it up to you. What are you doing, Sublime? It's not my fault, it's Sublime, right? There we go. Let's try this again. Ew, plus operator. Yeah, plus operator is the most performant operator. Laugh. You can go look it up. And you have to do plus before the actual operand. It's the most performant. Go look it up. Micro ops. All right. What happens now? 88. We went from 3 to 88. What? Here I am talking crap about plus operators, and I somehow in just a few lines of code, I've managed to completely bork up. How? Ship ID not like this, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. This should be like the most straightforward thing. I should be sitting here regaling all of you with further stories of my career scapades. And instead, I'm in here doing plus plus scapades. This is terrible. I'm embarrassed. Okay, assign a captain. Blah blah. Exit. Still 88. I'm not sure what's going on here. Now we just need 69, 420, 666, 1337. Have I tried vibe coding it? Yeah, yes, sir. Missed. I'm going to doubt that prefix is any different than plus equals 1 and optimize a binary faster than postfix. Sure. No, plus is the fastest. It's the fastest. Okay, plus equals 1 actually might be faster. You might have a point there, Laughly. But plus before is definitely faster than plus after. Like, for sure. 100%. I missed, since you're talking trash. All right. Here. I don't know. Which one should I pop up? That's for you, Mist, on YouTube. That's for you. All right. Just for you, buddy. There we go. All right. So I'm not sure what's going on here. I'm gonna have to go look at this and try and figure that out. I look like Habbo Hotel. Yeah. I've got a few lined up. X equals X plus 2 minus 1 is definitely the fastest. Heb? Because you said something really, really stupid, Heb. All right? Because you said something really dumb, you get this. All right. So I don't know what's going on here. Or teletext. Yeah, I remember teletext. But I am incrementing this way too much. It should not be the x equals x plus 1 minus 2 plus 3 times 2 divided by 2. Shut up. It's way too late. You guys are breaking bread. By the way, have you heard of the refreshing beverage Pepsi, sold at your local grocer? It's cheap and good, healthy fun for the family. Yeah, Twitch is not sending chat to YouTube. Yeah. I turned off the cross chat thing. I have to turn it off every once in a while, and then I'll turn it on again soon. But sometimes you can get in trouble for having that on. So, what's up, Evil Eye? Good to see you. I think I saw you earlier, but I might have missed your message. Sorry, man. Too many nights at the sperm bank. It's true. X equals square root x to the power of 2 plus 1. Yep. That's right. That's right. Okay. I'm going to try and figure this out. No, you know what? I'm going to leave this in here. Why does this increment to 88 after you win a battle? After you win an ocean battle? I'm going to sort this out. I'm going to have to sort this out another time. I just wanted to come on for an hour or so and just catch up with you guys. And, yeah, just have a little chill stream. I did my part. I did my duty. All right. I did my duty to all my viewers. To find an operator that does that. Yeah. Aditya, what game am I making? I am making a game based on this one, Uncharted Waters: New Horizons for the Super Nintendo. It's my favorite game of all time. Yeah, I would encourage you to go look it up if you want to know what I'm up to. And I'm essentially rebuilding it on the browser. and I've got a single file C header file for the game state. It's one big file with functions. Numbers in, numbers out. All vanilla C code, no standard lib. I compile it to WebAssembly. I embed it in an HTML file. I run it on the browser. And I render everything using vanilla HTML, vanilla JavaScript, and vanilla CSS. I don't have any canvas. I don't have WebGPU. I don't have WebGL. I have nothing that's hardware accelerated. And so you can see all the stuff here. It's just div elements, and I render the entire set of div elements per frame. So it's immediate mode GUI. And I even have CSS 3D. That's right, 3D and pure CSS, vanilla CSS. No third parties, no frameworks, no crutches. It's a little laggy, but I'll fix it. The WASM compiler is Clang. So if you look here, it's Clang. I target WASM 32. I don't have optimizations on or anything like that. I just dump everything. And yeah, it compiles it to WASM. And then I have the WebAssembly text file that I'm going to start spitting out too. So you can literally read the assembly. Pretty much. Will it be a Flash game? No. How dare you? How dare you? No, it will not be a Flash game. It's just vanilla JavaScript, vanilla HTML, vanilla CSS. The stuff that the web has been running on for like since its inception. There's no Flash, there's nothing like that. Yeah, I'm not using Three.js. I'm using CSS to do all this 3D stuff, all of it. Yeah. Yeah, you don't need all the crazy crap that people use these days. That's kind of what I'm trying to prove. It's a div game. Yeah, that's right. It's a div game. But yeah, you can see if I pause it. So it's paused now. You can see this is all just HTML elements. Just a div per grid. Yeah. Probably should be ASPX. You know what, Specious? I'm going to find out how to get it on my YouTube Live tab so that I can time you out. I'm going to figure that out. By next stream, I will be prepared because I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of your crap talk, all right? You keep saying crap. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Thanks, Adidia. Thank you. I will keep it up. We're going to get this game finished. I'm just finishing up a little bit of a thing with victory conditions after you win an ocean battle. And once that's done, then we're going to put multiplayer on this puppy. Using the exact same C code. This code, the assembly code, ultimately. But yeah, this code, it's going to run the multiplayer server. It's going to be on there. And people are going to be able to play it. Which it is. Shut up, Specious, right? Shut up. If you come on the Twitch side, you're actually making it worse for yourself because I actually know how to time you out there. I can do it like this. I have mods who can do it like this. Like nothing. Like it's nothing, all right? One Allergen, what's up, man? Good to see you on the Twitch side. I agree with Specious. ASPX for the win. Oh, I see. One Allergen is Specious. Right, that's right. Okay. Mods, time him out. Look at how quickly this happens. Mods, time One Allergen out for 10 seconds for being a little dink in my chat. I'll figure out that stupid 88 thing. We'll figure that out. We're down to the last few things. Timeout self. Yeah, there's no mods around. They're literally like they're picking their noses right now. They don't care. It's my own fault. It's because I suck at coding. I'll figure out the reason why this counter. Why is it 100? Wait, How did it get to 100? Wait a sec. Wait, what? Bro. How? What is ASPX and why do I have the urge to say it? Because it's aspects. Because it's aspects, Aditya, on YouTube. Why is this 100? Why do I have 100 ships in fleet? Bro, something's up. I have absolutely broken something. It's this thing. It's this right here. This function is breaking the count. That's what's going on. Okay, I need to go figure this out. Is something in here that's note how I haven't done a damn thing on the game and I have 100 ships in my fleet? That ain't right, bro. That's bad code. I'll figure that out. I'll figure that out. What do I think about all the Web2 dev and the crypto communities? Last I seen, they had proximity voice chat. Looked like cool tech. Very little has come out of Web 2.0 that has pushed the needle in any substantive. I don't know, whatever the hell ever. Okay, it's late for me. I don't. I just have not seen very much. Some stuff has been cool. I hope that they keep working on cool stuff, and I hope that they push out stuff that actually like makes a mark. But there's been very little. That's all. I just yeah. Maybe Space Rays are flipping the bits. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. On YouTube, Space Rays are indeed flipping the bits. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe you're also feeling the love for us. Specious. I swear I will walk over there. I will walk over to YouTube Live, wherever the hell it is on my tabs. I don't even know where it is, but I will walk over and I will time you the hell out. Okay, you got lucky on Twitch that there were no mods available. Friggin' hell. Is this the kind of chat that I foster? This kind of crap? Unbelievable. Well, at the very least, I'm glad that we confirmed that something's up here. I gotta fix this. I'll fix it. Maybe I'll fix it offline tomorrow or something. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, I'm gonna call it a night. That was all. I just wanted to spend a little bit of time because I know I normally do the daily tech news stream, and I talk about all the ways that the tech industry is broken and why. And then I do these kinds of streams to show that you don't need all the abstractions and lunacy and frameworks and layers and paradigms and all of that kind of stuff to build really cool, fun stuff. Um, but I didn't have time. I didn't have time to even prepare for the daily tech news stream today. I've got dad duties this week, so my time's limited this week. But I figured I'd come on for a little bit, chat with you guys. So that's it. I'm gonna be sorry you thought it was a private message. Shut up, Specious. Okay, shut up. Nice to see you. Sorry my coding help wasn't better than my time. Yeah. It's not your fault, Specious. It's mine. Don't worry about it, brother. Don't worry about it. What I'm gonna do is, first of all, please make sure you hit the like and subscribe and all that. The more that you guys keep, the more you guys keep popping on and doing that, it tells me that that you like what I'm doing and you want to see more of it. The daily tech news stream is popping off like crazy, yeah, so I really appreciate it. But make sure you do like, subscribe, repost, all that stuff. It helps. I'm gonna keep working on the game till we get it to a playable state. I'm gonna people who tip, yeah, Specious, the exclamation mark tip. At some point, I will 3D print a physical copy of the game. I will literally do that. I will, because I have a 3D printer behind me here. You can't see, it's right there. And I will 3D print a physical copy for you on like a USB stick and stuff like that. So there's lots of cool plans for the game. If you want to tip, It's up there. I will be back tomorrow for the Daily Tech News. Thank you, whoever just subbed. Aditya, there you go. It's a little bit small on my screen. I apologize, but thank you for the sub there. If you want to tip, it's up there. Go on my YouTube Live, watch my Daily Tech News streams. I go over science articles on programming, like is TypeScript good or bad? Hint, it's bad. Yeah, things like scientific articles on AI, where I literally got AI to tell us that we should worship the Egyptian gods again. Yeah, all kinds of really, really cool, fun stuff. So I'll be back tomorrow doing that at some point tomorrow. I'm not sure when. And yeah. How's the view hours? I'm going to check right now. My view hours are 2,910 out of 3,000. Yeah. 2,910 out of 3,000. And then I can finally be one of the big boys. Finally. We'll see. We'll see what happens. What time do I aim for the tech stream? For the Daily Tech News stream, I typically go for hang on. For the Daily Tech News stream, I typically go for 2 p.m. PST. That's usually what I try and do. Yeah, 90 hours. I got it. Yeah. And so I try and do that. It doesn't always work that way, because, I have stuff I got to do. But I've been pretty consistent with that the last few weeks, so you can usually count on it. This week though, in particular, I can't have a consistent schedule this week, because of the stuff that I got to do with my daughter. So. It just is what it is. You're just gonna have to deal with it. The other thing is I can't seem to do a a raid over from YouTube, from the YouTube side. I can't seem to do it. So I guess I can't move everyone over. But what I will do is, if you're on the Twitch side, I'm going to move you guys over. We're going to go say hi to Rob. We're going to go say hi to Rob Noor. He's up right now. I think he's grifting for money. We'll go say hi to him. And then on everything else, I'm just going to end it. Yeah, okay. We'll do that. We'll do that on the Twitch side. I'll send you guys over there. He's cool. I like him. And yeah, I think I need to do has a different live redirect. Yeah, I don't have that option, missed. I think it's because of the watch hours and stuff. So it kind of sucks. Anyways, that's it. I appreciate it. Thanks, Alpha. You watch 9 ads. Thank you for helping me. Thank you for helping me with my ad subscriptions. Thanks, everyone. I'm going to send the Twitch people over to Rob. Say hi to Rob for me. The YouTube guys, I'm just going to end. If you're watching on like Rumble or Kick or whatever, yeah, it'll be over. All right. Good night, everybody. Peace out. Appreciate everybody being here. Bye.